Good afternoon. This is the Elliott Wave Daily Update for the NASDAQ 100, being recorded on Tuesday, July the 28th at 4:26 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. My apologies for being a little bit late on getting this posted and completed, actually. Some family things happening, and I needed to attend to. Um, Diving right in here, I think that the downside did continue for most of today until we finally reached our low for this inside third wave and inside of a third, inside another third. So it's a three of three of three. Um, but it did complete, and then we rallied pretty nicely, pretty strong. And I think that either all of four or just the A, and this is a B down to here. And now they will intend on buying it back in the stock market. The equity market or the NASDAQ was just down like 187 or over 100. And now they're just buying it all back. Now, and I thought, what are they doing? Because Micron is still kind of getting hit and getting hit. Uh, uh, SanDisk is getting hit. AMAT's getting hit. AMD's getting hit. Um, like this is down 6, this is down 10, etc. And we can just go down the list. I think we still have Intel down like a buck on the bid. So it's kind of wondering, it's like, what are you guys doing? And the fact that there was a missile attack, but towards the U.S. service members. But then I just read on some additional news that the U.S. thwarted it. I guess it didn't get to its destination. Um, so who knows what's going to happen there either. Now, tomorrow, the only thing on the economic data calendar is the FOMC meeting results and press conference. I think there should be a press conference, doesn't say. But that's at 2 p.m. Eastern. And as of right now, I've only said one thing where somebody said, "Oh, FOMC surprise, rate hike, question mark." And I thought, okay, you're just trying to stir it up, or you actually got something that you want to contribute. I didn't actually get a chance to read that particular article or even the what went along with that news blurb. But I've not seen anything. And you can always go to Fed Watch, and that is a part of, let me just see if it actually is, brings up the calendar. Fed Watch tool. There you go. There we go, Fed Watch. Let's just see that we've got probabilities for the 29. Yeah, for rate hike, no change is 69.5%. A rate hike is 30.5%. So I guess, that's gone up. So who knows? Who knows? And that's for, tomorrow for that. So that is there. And unchanged is higher, and 30 and a half is also higher than what they thought or what was there. So the probability of a hike, 30.5%. That's from the FedWatch tool, which is on the CME. Okay, now continuing along. So that's the only thing we have for tomorrow. Then on Thursday, we have advanced estimate GDP, weekly jobless claims, personal income, consumer spending, PCE index. And that comes out on Thursday. That is going to be important because we are kind of wrestling a little bit with um, some different things like inflation. And so we'll get maybe a little bit closer read. It's amazing how they're just buying this all back after selling it off. But this might have been where it started, and then suddenly just kind of slid down on that news. Since there wasn't anything that really happened, they just go back to what they were doing. But like I also said, that it always seems to be that when the Asian markets open, they pump up this market. So don't know what's going on there. So anyway, back to the chart. So what we have, let me go up one more. Get here, we get more data. So we have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and now the 3 and the 4. and maybe the 4 will extend, so it's AB, and then we're going to come up and we will get to 28,276. That is the 0.382 level and most common, so I would not be surprised to see it do that and then continue to decline unless we see a total turnaround in Micron and a total turnaround in SanDisk and a total turnaround in AMAT, AMD. Broadcom actually was up, now it's back down, and then also Intel. So all of those would contribute to downside, and then we'll see. Okay, so that's where our support is, excuse me, the resistance is. Support then, on this basis, we would go as such. I will put it in without, that's just assuming that that is the endpoint. And then we can take a look at 100%. Oh, yeah, see there? 26,425. Wow. That would be kind of down to that 1.618, and that is that break through some other important levels. So, in other words, that we can put this out back on the 4-hour chart, open it up like that, and you can kind of see as we're coming down how deep it would go. 1.618, that would be something. But then again, we've got to move it up because what this one is 1.618. And I would put in the secondary one, which is 2.618, which is right here. So just below. So I find it interesting that the fifth wave on this degree, 1.618, or no, excuse me, here, fifth wave on this degree. And unless it goes up, we'll change it. But right now, I'm going to put it in. I am going to put it in. And with the understanding, folks, that if this fourth wave is not complete and they turn it and run it back up and get up to these levels, well, then we know to adjust this. So again, I'm going to come all the way down to where it matters, and that's back down here with 100%, 1.618. And I don't know. I'm not going to leave that 2.618, but because it would be quite a big for that guy. So let's leave it as this. So we have upside, that's these two blue here, 236 has been met. And we'll see if, wow, it's really something because this low is 27,728 and they've rallied it all the way back, all the way back. I find it amazing. It's just like, I wonder what's going on in the algorithm's head or in the algorithm's code. So we have to allow for it to go up to there, in which case this marker goes up to here. But it can't do, it should not overlap wave one, and that is 28,408. So again, see if it really get this thing going. But that would be quite the jump all the way up there. So maybe we come back and we equal it, or maybe we don't at all, and it just keeps going down. We shall see what we shall see. So, and also you can see it's thin. $2 wide market, $3 wide market. Then somebody comes in and takes that out. Amazing. So you can see there's just the craziness as it's been coming in. And that doesn't help it out any. All right. So then we have our downside. This goes along with this 3. This, all the blue go along with this 5th. These up here go, if there's an extension in the 4th, and we come up to there, cannot cross over, cannot overlap wave 1. If it does, put a big X on it. And I'll have to come back and figure it out. This 1.618 at 27,360, that support is for the sub-minuet wave 3. And yeah, it can do it because we're looking at there's the 3, 4, and we're coming down in the 5. That would make sense. Our next, what else? Let me just check one thing. Here, that's here. What is this guy? I'm not sure what that. Let me see something. Oh, doesn't actually mean anything. So I am going to actually get rid of this one. and go with this. It might have been set up a little bit differently. So I got rid of it. So we don't have anything on that level, but here we have wave 5 would be equal to wave 1, and that's at 26,425, 26. Here, for this third, which would not be completing there because, so I'm automatically just going to move this because according to the count, it should not. This can, but this one, no. Where it was up so much higher, no. Because we have so much left. We have a 3, a 4, and a 5 there before we get to this 3. So we're working everything we got. That's why this one fits with here. If we have an extension up, this goes over in case that fourth wave does not change. And these are where the fifth wave can come in. So we have that. And I have all the bases covered. And then again, this is for this third. And I'm kind of going to leave it there. Gamma levels today, I think that they were pretty well covered. Coming in, I'm looking at the wrong market. So basically, I want to check the Qs. The Qs had actually already broken through everything and didn't leave very much except 660, I believe it was. And right now they're down, they're almost break even. Isn't that something? It just really corrects me up, but here we are. So the about 675, and I have nothing at 675. So until these readjust for tomorrow, if they're going to, we have the put wall and large gamma 2 at 680. That's the closest one. Actually, I should take that back. 660. Nope, 680 is going to be because we're trading around 675. 660 is large gamma 4 on the way down, and then that's it. So I will be getting the new levels tomorrow morning once everything is run. Okay, that actually is going to be it. I'm going to get this published. Next update will be the morning update tomorrow.